Hello friends, welcome to Gecko's Gaming. Today we are going to be working on a frog deck, the old Psychic Frog. Big, powerful card in Legacy, very powerful card. Hasn't quite taken off in Timeless yet, but we don't have Force of Will, that does make it a lot weaker. But still a very strong card, very fun card, very cool card, so I'm going to try to play with this. And I'm not just playing it because it's fun, actually. I've been thinking a lot, I've been racking my head about how to beat the two top decks. As far as I see it, the two decks I'm most worried about are Omnitell, Show and Tell, and Boros Energy. And so I'm trying to find a deck that has a reasonable matchup against both of those decks, which is tough because they really attack you from different angles. For Omnitell, you need to have a fast, you need to be like aggressive and be able to put a fast clock on them, kill them fast, while also having disruption. Whereas with Boros, but like most fast aggro decks will just get stonewalled by Boros because they control the board so well. Um, and with Boros, you need to basically be playing a deck like Show and Tell or something that's not very interactive, or at very least can slow them down and then kind of fly over with the Psychic Frog. That's kind of the idea here. So this deck is designed to beat Omnitell with these counter spells, 6 counter spells. Spell Pierce is really good against them. They just have a really hard time playing around that, especially game 1. And then Sinking into Stupor can get around Veil of Summer or other types of things that they might bring in like that to disrupt your counter spells because it doesn't counter. So buys us time, and then Psychic Frog can put a real fast clock on them once it gets out. So that's kind of the idea behind this deck. Hopefully we can have a good matchup against Show and Tell, and maybe just like a reasonable matchup against Boros. That's really all I'm looking for here. A couple of comments on the deck choices here, the card choices. I'm not sure if Netherglyph is good in here. I want to try it because this is basically just a stock list I took, and I tweaked it a little bit, slightly to my own preferences. I put the Spell Pierces in that weren't in there, and I did a little bit of tweaking to the sideboard to not only to fit my preferences, but also to kind of be a little easier on the old wild cards. But yeah, so Netherglyph is in here right now because it was on the list that I copied. I'm not sure how good it will be in this deck. Seems like it's typically going to be a 3/4. We have no enchantments. We have basically no sorceries except for Deluge and Treasure Cruise. Um, and I guess what's cool is you can discard extra sorceries to Psychic Frog if you have these. So that can help get the Goyf up to a 4/5. But we're basically all instants and creatures and land. So it's going to be a 3/4 pretty easily. Bob will get it up to a 4/5. Um, but yeah, maybe that's good enough. It's only 1 mana. It can beat down pretty quick. I think I'd like to put another Treasure Cruise in. But we'll take it for a spin like this. I love Treasure Cruise. Back when Cons was in Standard, I played this card all the time. Huge fan of this card. I'm glad to have it back in the format, being reasonable. I'm glad to have a format where I can play this card. So yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's much else to talk about here. Oh yeah, one last thing I really want to focus on, and this is why I don't have that many sorceries in the main, is because I think counterspell. I want to be playing counterspells. If you've been following this channel, I've been playing Scam a lot, um, and Scam has some strong disruption with discard, with grief and Thoughtseize, but the decks where you want that the most, specifically Show and Tell, they're main decking 4 Leyline of Sanctities. So there's something like a 40% chance that all those cards are just dead in your hand and you can't disrupt them. And then even if you do cast the Thoughtseize at the right moment or whatever, they can always just top deck whatever they needed. They can always just top deck the Show and Tell, or the deck is really good at finding what they need. So I think the tempo advantage of the counter spells is the way to beat them, and also it gets around Leyline of Sanctity. So that's why there's very few Thoughtseize type cards in here, and I do have 2 Thoughtseizes in the sideboard, but Yeah, that's kind of the idea behind this. So yeah, let's take it for a spin. See how it does. Just frog regular, just regular old frog. I don't think I'm gonna be focusing that much on the frog scam deck yet. But yeah, this is basically my first time playing the deck, so I'm gonna be getting used to it a little bit. This has no threat, also no card draw, but I could fetch a surveil land, so I'll keep it. It's a little slow, especially on the. Okay, yeah, we're not on the draw actually. I thought we were on the draw. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna kill that right away. Might be playing against wizards or some other blue-red type control deck, maybe Jeskai. That's fine, but I already have an answer to her. It doesn't let me double spell. I'm gonna get rid of that. I need to find some card advantage. Non-token creature. You always gotta double check with a shield generator. You don't want to click the wrong mode. Brainstorm. There's a psychic frog. I generally like to save the frog until I can back it up with a counterspell, but I'm against red, so all they have is presumably they just have burn for damage, which Psychic Frog is insane against. It's so hard to kill it with burn, so I'm gonna actually. I think I'm gonna play it here, and if they try to burn it, I can bring it up to a X6. So yeah, we'll go for it. Not sure if this is right. I could definitely see waiting. I could get, yeah, no stern scolding, so I don't get punished by that. But um, think because I know I've played quite a bit of blue red wizards, and oh, they're Jeskai. Okay, never mind. Definitely should have waited then, because now, yeah, that was a yeah. I think I should have waited because I couldn't be sure that they were playing blue red. It was a little bit presumptuous of me. Whereas if I just waited one more turn, could have backed it up. It's a couple counter spells. Okay. Um, I already got my surveil land out, so don't think that matters. So they're probably going to try to cheat out Flage with a Strict Proctor. I'm guessing that's the type of shenanigans going on here. These type of decks usually play Stifle too, so I should be on the lookout for that. I don't want to get my land stifled. So this would counter his Mystic Sanction unless he pays 2, right? Yeah. Is he going to pay 2? Nope. What do I want to do here? Do I want to drain it, or do I want to kill the Proctor, let it go to the graveyard, and then I'd have to drain it again? Yep, there's a Stifle. You need another white land to bring Flage back, so Drawing the Lock is still alive. In general, though, just casting another one. Yeah, in general, I like to use these as soon as possible. Won't do any damage when it comes in, so okay, that went pretty well. Fortunately, Fledge is coming back here, so if he can hit a white land. No white land, but he does get the one ring. That's pretty good. The frog does have to do the damage to get the card, so. Okay, there's the white. So we really need to hit a removal spell here. Or, yeah, I think. Yeah, we gotta come up with something to take care of that Flage. How are you supposed to say it? Flage? Flaggy? Who knows? Um, there's a Bowmasters. That's not gonna. Well, actually, it might. Let's see, like, exile 5 and he still has 5 left. So actually, that'll work. Let him draw. Let him flip Tameo. Okay. Just don't flage me, bro. It's got another one. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I don't really care if you just cast that again. I mean, you'll take out my Tameo. He'll lose 2. Wait, could I kill him? Because this will, if I counter this, he can't bring it back. He'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's like almost dead if I counter this. I think I'm gonna go for it. He does have 2 mana left. I'm gonna go for it. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta try to go for the kill here because I won't even be able to take out Tameo unless I sacrifice too many resources. Okay, so if he doesn't get a red source here, he's in trouble. If he does, he gets Flash back. Okay. Well, you got another Flash in your hand? Okay, you got a bunch of those little guys. Artifacts and creatures into their battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Okay. As long as you don't flage me, bro, I'm cool. Then we're cool. Oh, Surveil. I mean, definitely a double-edged. These are double-edged effects there. Um, So if he gets Flage back, I could flip Tamio. If he tries to target her, I think we'll go for that plan. Okay. I've seen a lot of stifles lately in constructed. I think this deck is good with because stifles just are good in general, but I don't think you really want to be playing these kind of things, like a bunch of these in your deck. Like stifle's good, but those just aren't really, and they have so many downsides. Yeah, okay. Get back a source of plowshares. I think I gotta just take that one to the chin. I don't think there's anything I could even brainstorm for, so that could save me. So it was a good frog too. It was a good frog. I actually knew the guy. He was a good guy. Okay, escaping a flage finally. Yep. I'm gonna target my Tamio. I'm gonna flip her in response, and I lose out on 4 damage from Bowmasters, but that's okay because he's gonna tap the one ring to draw some cards. Oh, perfect. Now I can push the flage after Tamio flips. Um, he's living on borrowed time over here with the one ring, so go ahead and Bowmasters him in response to that. He's probably looking for a stifle here, I'd imagine. Yep, got him. Nice. Okay, we're against Jeskai Control with some of that ETB nonsense. I don't even know what's good here. Maybe Flute. I think I want Thought Seizes. The pushes are actually fine, so keep those in, at least some of them. Um, yeah, Deluge can go. I know that they have some guys I can kill with it, but is that really what I want to be doing for 3 mana? I'm not sure. Probably not. I could probably kill one push. I like the Thought Seizes because they make my Glyph a little bit better. Giving them an easy sorcery, a proactive sorcery to put in my yard. And then do I want, what combination of this stuff do I want? Maybe I want a Dispute. Maybe I want a Spell Snare. Spell Snare can get his ETB guys or a Mana Drain. Uh, I don't think there's that much I really need to change for this matchup. Yeah, I could see maybe bringing in a Spell Snare. Um, ah, Maybe I want surgical. He seems to be, yeah, he's like flage.deck, so actually surgical will be good. And to cut for surgical, maybe a bobble or a push. Cut a push. Thoughtseize might actually not even be that good here. Because he wants to fill the yard for flage. I don't know why I just did that because I don't have an untapped black anyways. I'm gonna have to fetch black. That was a slight error. Because I would actually like that brainstorm quite a bit, that's for sure. But want to get going with this Thoughtseize, clear out his hand, try to land a turn 2 Psychic Frog. The One Ring is so good, but getting it faster with Mana Drain is also very good. So I'm either going to take the Mana Drain or the One Ring. I guess I'll take the Drain because I can turn 2 Frog this way. That might just be enough. Nice. Mana Drain will help. Okay, now I can actually see if I want to fetch or not. I'm looking for more counter spells, I think. A Glyph? Let's see. What do I have in here? Artifact, sorcery, land. I think I'd rather have a counter spell. So we're gonna shuffle that away. Pick up a basic island. Deploy the frog. Barbonic Discharge is kind of good against frog because if you, yeah, you can just bank the energy and then draw another one, take it out pretty easily. As far as red goes, like that's probably the best you could hope for to deal with a frog. As far as red removal. So he's digging for a removal spell here. If we can just untap, if the frog survives this turn, we're in a really good spot. Yes, we did it. No Swords and Plowshares. That's great. That is great. All right. Start getting in. Nice, nice, nice. We like brainstorms around here. Okay. Looking good. This frog's about to take over. This frog is taking over this town. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to shuffle first. That's okay. See what they got coming. Tameo. Fine with a Tameo. See if we can pop a mana drain back on top there. Oh, it was a delta. Oof. Definitely just. Yikes, I just messed it up big time. I thought that was an island. Okay. You fell for my trap card. Alright, that was enough. Opponent has had enough. Okay. I mean, that was a little bit of a janky version of Jeskai. I don't think that's the optimal way to build Jeskai, but Jeskai is generally a pretty good deck, a competitive deck in the format, so it's a good indication. Um, let's take it for one more game here. This deck is fun. I like it. Feels good to be playing counter spells again. Like I was playing counter spells in Blue Red Wizards, but that deck just doesn't have any closing power. It just doesn't have any oomph to it, you know? Just kind of derp around with some Snapcaster Mages, some 2/1s, and some Lightning Bolts, hope to kill them. You would think that with how much life people pay in this format for lands and reanimates and all kinds of stuff like that, you would think that the Snap Bolt plan would be pretty effective, but it's actually not. I mean, I don't know. At least not when I was playing it. It's just a little weak. But this definitely packs a punch, Psychic Frog. And the fact that it draws cards is just awesome. Opponent, is that? I think that's an Omniscience sleeve. I wonder if they're trying to tell us something. Um, I'll keep this. Don't love it, but I'll keep it. What, you want to do something about my Tameo? No? Alright. Okay, let's take a peek here. See what you got. Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if he's playing a Wizards deck, but it's blue-white. Maybe Jeskai Wizards? I'm gonna go for the Frog. I don't know what he could drop on turn 3 that would be really a huge problem in blue-white. So I'm just gonna drop the Frog, save the Drown in the lock for a later turn because he could easily just cast a 3 mana like a Teferi or something like that. Like play a land that's not a fetch land, cast Teferi, and then I just wasted my whole turn. Or anything that costs 3. Or just passive. He's a blue-white permission deck. So. Oh, okay. It is blue-white omniscience. Wait, that's no, it can't be. What? Tidebinder and omniscience and blue-white. It could be an interesting take on the deck. Um, Tidebinder. Yeah, not sure how that goes with Born on the Wind and blue-white. Born on the Wind is usually an Omnitell deck. Wait, whose turn is it? I was like, wait, what just happened? Yeah, it's their turn. Okay. Which one do you want of swords, bro? Tamio. Okay. It's probably a good choice because, well, I don't know. They both give me cards. I probably would have taken the frog on it personally, but I don't know what he's got cooking over there. Um, You'll just get in for one and draw a card. I don't need to start chucking cards yet. I have another frog for backup, and he's playing white, so he can remove it. Doesn't matter how big it is, he can remove it pretty easily. So play a Strand, play a Bauble, and we will replace the Tamio. I should have bobbled him just there, but that's all right. There it is. So luckily, I can counter this. Yeah, we're not trying to mess around with Omniscience. It's got a counter spell, okay. So it's like a more controlling type of Omniscience deck. Very interesting. And the Tidebinder is a spicy choice. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Why that's in the main deck. Um, yeah, it's good. I think we're pretty close to just being able to close up here. I'm gonna use this Sanctuary to get back. Oh, I didn't have an island. You gotta be. Second time I did that. That's so brutal. Yeah, the 3 island thing. You can tell I don't play blue a lot in this format yet. But that will change soon. That was actually really bad. It probably just cost me the game. Unless. Nope. Oh, wait. Tamio can save the day. Oh, wait, no. I need a plus here first. That's right. So. Yeah, we may be screwed, but we at least have a bluff. We got a good bluff here because we got a bunch of cards in hand. Oof, dude. Yeah, that was rough. Opponent does not want to try anything, so Bowmasters puts a little bit more clock on him, makes it harder for him to draw out of this, but what we really need is counter spells, so I'm gonna draw. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I gotta be able to start pitching to this frog pretty soon. Okay, that's a 3 turn clock. Um, with the Bowmasters. So he's got a nice stocked graveyard for me. That's good. Get back the Drawing Lock. Now we're sitting in a pretty good spot. Can just sit back with 2 counter spells and a flash threat. Close this game up pretty quick. Oh, I meant to cast Spellmasters. Definitely don't want to destroy my own Psychic Frog. No, thank you. I will kindly decline that option. Nice. Opponent's just head exploded. To be fair, they looks like they ran into a little bit of mana problems over there. If they're playing Show and Tell, they probably have Omniscience, so maybe I want Baubles. Definitely gonna want the Thought Seizes and the Mystical Dispute. Maybe I want Surgical too. And then we can cut these pushes. What was up with that Tidebinder? Did you guys see that Tidebinder that I saw? I feel like I peeked at something I wasn't supposed to see with that bauble. I don't know what's going on there. Pretty interesting show and tell deck. It's like blue-white control, but with show and tell. It's probably really good in show and tell mirrors if you're playing a bunch of counter spells and like kind of like having a combo control type deck more so than just pure control. Yeah, Omnitell has been totally dominating the meta, so I'm not surprised to see things like this popping up. Alright, so we'll get the Thought Seizes in, we'll get the Dispute in. The rest of the stuff I'm not so sure about. Let's try this. I'm not even sure he's playing Omniscience. I mean, I assume he is, but even if you are playing Omniscience, it's typically not that hard to get rid of a Vexing Bauble. It's more in here for Beans decks, really. It's fine against Omniscience, but yeah, since I'm not sure what's going on here, and I saw some creatures, I didn't want to board out all my removal. This is a pretty bad hand. I'm gonna ship it. Alright, that's a lot better. No disruption though, so we're gonna have to draw into that. Do I want to fetch or play the Goyf? I think I want to get started on Goyf, put him on a clock. Yeah. Get your surveil in. Let's keep it on top. All right, let's see what you kept. Let me see. Swords. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Spell Pierce. Let's go. Awesome. Best card in the deck right there. I will gladly accept the one life that you provided so graciously. Thank you. What else you got? Brainstorm. Okay. What's going on over there? Got Tamio you're thinking about casting, or you want to shuffle? Lore interview? Got a brainstorm. What's going on? Still really don't understand what our opponent's deck exactly does. They're acting awfully mysterious over there. They're up to something. So yeah, I played the Goyf last turn instead of the Frog, obviously, to hold up a counterspell. So we're up against Show and Tell, so you gotta basically you gotta be ready to counter at all times. Please, can I surveil, please? Excuse me, sir. Okay. I think I don't want that. I want to look for. I want to dig for counterspells pretty aggressively here. It's decent. So once again, I'm gonna play the Goyf and hold up Spell Pierce. I give my opponent another chance to like brainstorm or something, but yeah, sure. That one I'll Spell Pierce, I guess. So yeah, I just gotta hope he doesn't have Show and Tell here. I think like if I was just goldfishing, I would probably put the frog out here. But considering that I have the ability to bluff a counterspell and Bowmasters is actually kind of good at pressuring their life total, I'm gonna I'm gonna um, go with that. Still got protection from everything, so I can't target them. Delving, dig through time. All right, just don't show and tell me. That's all I ask. Got the omniscience. Brutal. Probably dead here, but we'll see how they actually win. I think I should have surgical to dig through time when they targeted with Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, so I brought the baubles in. Now that I can confirm they're playing Omniscience. Should have known from the sleeves. Uh, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, in the graveyard. If I find a threat, I mean, this hand's not bad. I could use some more counter spells. There we go. Okay, now I just need a threat, and we're good. All right, it's been a pretty good set so far. Pretty close game here. Oh, that's why the Tide Banner's in there. It's a little rude, but it's whatever. I wonder how many of these they play. Is it just, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure really what it's for, other than just nagging people with Trying to fetch. Sure. Probably should just play this as a land. But, I mean, getting a counterspell out of his hand is pretty nice. Surprised he did that, actually. Two spell pierces gets the job done. What are they doing? What are you doing? Gets back a Lorien revealed. Okay. I think I'll counter that. It's nice because it gives me the ability to crack my clue and maybe bring Loris back too. Oh shoot! Oh my god! I wasted the mana. I wasted the mana. I wasted the mana. Oh no! Wow, fuck me. Okay. Oh, that's brutal. All right, get my head back in the game. Messed up a little bit there. That's okay. Oh, they just scooped. Okay, man, I really needed that mana too. I guess they just got bored of the control mirror that was gonna last forever. All right, a little sloppy on that last game. Definitely made a couple mistakes, but overall the deck feels really good. And that was an interesting deck the opponent played, like a blue-white control shell with omniscience combo in it. I bet he's doing pretty well on the ladder against the omniscience mirrors with that. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this frog deck. I really like it. Seems well positioned in the meta. Good against Omnitell. Haven't played against Boreal Energy yet with it. I'll have to test that out. I have a feeling it's going to be a tough matchup, but I don't think we're totally. I don't think we're totally screwed in it. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. We'll keep working on the frog deck. Thanks for tuning in to Geckos. See you next time, friends.